Hello, students. Today we will study some more things and some more less discovered things and some more interesting things today and about rocks. So, this session today is named as Creative Rocks. Let us study more about these creative rocks. And this actually covers this the types of rocks. Today's session is dedicated to the types of rocks and how are they made or how were they built and how are uh, they keep on building themselves. So let us see. First is the types of rocks. So the types of rocks are there are three types of rocks. First is igneous rocks, then there are sedimentary rocks, and there are metamorphic rocks. Okay, the igneous rocks. Let us study them one by one, and we will go one by one. The igneous rocks are formed through solidification of magma or lava. What is magma now? Magma is the molten part or the molten material inside earth. Okay, so inside the earth there is magma, the hot substance, which is the magma is actually lava. Okay, in volcanoes you can see when volcanoes erupt, the thing that come out from the volcano, that is called magma, that is called lava. Okay, and how igneous rocks are formed? Through solidification of this magma. So when this magma come outside of volcano and they solidify, they cool down, then igneous rocks are formed. Igneous rocks are formed. Okay. What are the characteristics of this rock? The first is no layers. The rocks does not, this type of rock does not have any layers. Okay, and is the hardest rock of the entire category. Igneous rocks are the hardest rocks. Okay, that is its characteristic. It is the hardest rock. Then there are types. What are its types? There are two types of this: intrusive and extrusive. What types of this? Intrusive and extrusive. The two types are intrusive and extrusive over here. So the intrusive means the rocks which are formed with the slow cooling of magma. Okay, when the volcano erupts, then in that volcano there is magma or lava. So that lava, when it is gradually, slowly cooled, then we get rocks. And those rocks are nothing but there are granite, diorite, and gabbro. And these rocks are intrusive igneous rocks. What are these rocks called? These rocks are intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive rocks means slow cooling of lava. Okay. Now extrusive. So rapid cooling of lava when takes place, then we get these type of rocks. These are pumice, obsidian, and basalt. So pumice, obsidian, and basalt are obtained when lava are rapidly cooled. Okay, and that is called extrusive igneous rocks. Okay, so we have now studied two types of rocks of one major type. So igneous rocks is a major type. Intrusive and extrusive are the types, subtypes of this igneous rock. Okay, I hope you are understanding this. Then there are sedimentary rocks. So how are the sedimentary rocks are formed? Sedimentary rocks are formed through the compaction of sediments. So you know what the sedimentation process means. Sedimentation means that there is a uh, there is a layer by layer gets on depositing over the time, and gradually because of that deposition these rocks are formed. Okay, layers of soil or layers of rocks go on and on and on, and that heap then one time after many years becomes a rock. Okay, and what are its characteristics? They are distinctively layered. Okay, that's what I said. They go on layering on top of the other. They are also easy to crumble. Okay, they are easy to crumble. They are not that hard. And what are its types? There are three types of these rocks. First is clastic. Okay, clastic. Second is chemical. And third is organic. So the clastic is compaction of broken rocks. Compaction means getting together of the broken rocks. So when broken rocks come together, then that is called as clastic rocks. Second one is the chemical. So chemical rocks, chemical sedimentary rock means the compaction or sedimentation of dissolved minerals. So when dissolved minerals become layer by layer, come layer by layer on top of other, then gradually these rocks are formed, and those are iron ores or rock salt. So these rocks, sedimentary rocks, come together when dissolved minerals come on top of the other layer by layer. Okay, that's the process called compaction or sedimentation. Okay, sedimentation means layering by layering in rocks. Sedimentation in rocks means layer by layer. Okay, stacking up layer by layer. Third is the organic rock. So organic rock means the compaction of organic materials. So when organic materials like the all other organic materials will come together, then these types of rocks are formed. For example, coal, limestone, these types of rocks are formed. Okay, so we have seen chemical, we have seen organic, and we have seen clastic. Of these are the types of sedimentary rocks. Let me just clear this. Okay, now the third type that is remaining is metamorphic rocks. Okay, so the metamorphic rocks are formed through the transformation of older rocks. So old rocks, which are from many millions and billions of years, they are transformed to the metamorphic rocks. What are its characteristics? It may or may not have layers, or they are relatively harder as compared to sedimentary rocks. So the hardest rock is igneous rock, then the hard rock is metamorphic rock, and the least hard rock is the sedimentary rock. Okay, then what are its types? There are two types of these rocks. First is foliated, and second is non-foliated. So foliated means those are distinguished by layers. So foliated metamorphic rocks means those rocks which have layers on it, and those are slate, gneiss, and phyllite. These are the three rocks. Okay, slate, gneiss, and phyllite. These are three metamorphic rocks, foliated metamorphic rocks. Okay. Then there are non-foliated rocks. So non-foliated means those are non-distinguishable layers. That is, the layers are not present, and those are nothing but marble, quartzite, and hornfella. Okay, what are those? Marble, quartzite, and hornfella. So these are just examples, non-foliated and foliated. Okay, so we have covered types of rocks, their subtypes also. As a revision, we will have seen igneous rocks. Igneous rocks have two types: intrusive and extrusive. Sedimentary rocks has three types: clastic, chemical, organic. Metamorphic rocks have two types, that is foliated and non-foliated. Okay, then one question: how are igneous rocks formed? We have already seen that, but let's just go dive deep in it. So deep in the ground is the molten rock called magma. Sometimes magma bursts to the surface, causing volcanic eruptions. Correct. Igneous rocks are formed when magma cools and solidifies. So when this comes up, when there are explosions in volcanoes, the rock which is formed is called igneous rock. When magma cools above the surface, is extrusive or formed. When magma cools inside the surface or below the surface, then intrusive rocks are formed. That is when they are cooled at rapid rate and when they are cooled at lower, smaller rate. Then, how are sedimentary rocks formed? You can see here. There was some land over here. There is water. So some layer of land goes inside the water and forms first layer. Then with time, more layers of this land come on top of the other. Okay, they come on top of the other. They gather around in one place. Okay, layer by layer. So then initially this layer is now small, but uh, in gradual course of time, more layer go on settling on top of them. Okay, again after many days, Again, many layers of soil or many layers of land go on settling on top of them, and this is how sedimentary rocks are formed. Okay, now how are metamorphic rocks are formed? We know about them, but still, metamorphic rocks are formed deep in the earth. Okay, what we have studied about these rocks actually is metamorphic rocks are formed with older rocks. So with the older rocks, with due to the heat, pressure, and some chemical reactions cause the old rocks to change into these types of rocks. Okay, there is many much heat. There is very heat, very much pressure in the Earth's crust, and because of that pressure and heat, these rocks are formed. These are STEM cards: science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and there is some activity for you. Its name is Creative Rocks. So let us start with the required materials. You'll require 7 to 8 broad pebbles. Pebbles means small stones. You will require some oil paints, paintbrush, and shiny markers. What you have to do first is you need to wash the pebbles properly and allow them to dry. Okay. Then second is search for reference images of various kind of rocks, such as igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. So search for the images of various kind of rocks on the internet. Third is paint the pebbles so as to resemble the reference images by applying 2 to 3 coats of paint. So you will search the images on the internet and you will paint that rocks in that shape and in that color. And then when rocks are ready, use them as paperweights. So you can use them as paperweights. Okay, this is the your activity. There are some notes. Igneous rocks are formed above or below the surface of Earth when magma cools and solidifies. Yeah, we have seen this. Then, second thing, sedimentary rocks are formed as sediments deposited over a period of time and are usually found at the bottom of water bodies, such as lakes and oceans. We have discussed that also. Third, rocks have been changed over a period of time. Extreme heat and pressure are called metamorphic rocks. Yeah, we have studied these three also. So, in short, we have covered these points. Now, think time for all of you. Discuss the formation of limestone. So limestone is a product, and you can see limestone is a a mineral. Actually, limestone is actually a mineral, and we have seen that limestone is a it's a type of sedimentary rock. Okay, limestone is a type of sedimentary rock. When minerals come on top of one another and stay together, that is the formation of limestone takes place like that. Okay, so the formation limestone is a sedimentary. It is a product of sedimentary rocks. Okay. Okay. So limestone actually is a product of sedimentation and sedimentary rocks. Then there's one question. Marble is an example of which kind of rock? Again, we have seen this. Let us go back and see. Oh, you remember this? Marble is here, and marble is phyllite and is metamorphic rock. So what is marble? Marble is phyllite metamorphic rock. What is it? It's phyllite, not phyllite, non-foliated, not phyllite, non-foliated. Phyllite is a another rock, another type of rock. It's non-foliated. Okay, I'll erase this link here some, so it will be easier for you to see. Okay, so you can see non-foliated. Marble is a type of non-foliated metamorphic rock. Okay, marble is a type of metamorphic rock. Again, to be specific, marble is non-foliated metamorphic rock. Okay, I hope you like this session. Thank you.